morning, children. In our previous classes, we studied Indian place value system and international place value system in Hindu-Arabic numerals. Today, we are going to learn Roman numerals. Have you ever seen the clock like this? What is the difference in this clock? Yes, see, in place of numerals 1 to 12, symbols like 1, 2, 3, 4 are shown here. This is different. These numerals are called Roman numerals. Here in Roman numerals, they used English alphabets only to represent the numerals. They selected only 7 alphabets to represent the total numerals. What are they? I, V, X, L, C, D, M. These are the letters or represent the total Roman numerals. Shall we compare with Hindu-Arabic numerals and Roman numerals? Yes. In Hindu-Arabic numerals, 1. That is represent in Roman numerals I. For 5, they are use the symbol V. For 10, they are use X. For 50, they represent the letter L. For 100, they represent the letter C. For 500, they represent the letter D. For 1000, they represent the letter M. With the help of these 7 letters, they will write all the numerals whatever they require. Understood, children? Only 7 numerals. When we are writing these 7 numerals, we have to follow some rules. Shall we see the rules? The rules for this system of numeration. What is the first rule? If the symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. What is that? If a symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. See, with the example I will explain. Now, I will write I. How many times I is repeated? 2 times. So, we have to write the value of I 2 times. 1 plus 1. So, what is the value of I and I? The value is 2. Shall we do one more example? X. What is the value of X here in Hindu-Arabic numerals? 10. So, how many times it occurs? 3 times. So, we have to write the value 3 times and we have to add that. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is equal to 30. Understood, children? Now, we'll move to rule 2. A symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. A symbol is not repeated more than 3 times, but the symbols V, L and D are never repeated. Out of 7 letters, these 3 letters never repeated anywhere. Understood? I'll repeat once again. A symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. That is the second rule. In that, but the symbols V, L and D are never repeated. Now, we'll move to the third rule. If a symbol of smaller value is returned to the right of a symbol of greater value, its value gets added to the value of greater symbol. What is the meaning of that? That means I'll give an example. V1, 1. Now, if a symbol of smaller value is returned to the right side of the symbol of greater value, which is greater value here? V. We are writing 1, 1 to the right side of the V. So, its value gets added to the value of the greater. What is the value of V? 5. We have to keep on add. What is the value of I? 1 plus 1. So, what is the total value? V, 1, 1, 5 plus 1 plus 1. It is 7. One more example I will give. L, X, V. Now, X is smaller than L. L is greater than X. Then, X is greater than V. So that only we are writing before this letter, right side of the greater value. Now what is the value of L? 50 plus. What is the value of X? 10. What is the value of V? 5. Now we are going to add it. 50 plus 10, 60. 60 plus 5, 65. What is the value of the Roman numeral LXV? Is equal to 65. Move to rule 4. If a symbol of smaller value is returned to the left of a symbol of greater value, its value is subtracted from the symbol of the greater value. I'll repeat once again. If a symbol of smaller value is returned to the left of a symbol of greater value, its value is subtracted from the symbol of the greater value. I'll explain with the example. Listen children. I, V. Here, this greater symbol is in your right side. Smaller symbol is in your left side. Now, what is the value of V? 5. What is the value of I? 1. So, 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. That is, IV value is 4. Shall we do one more example? X, L. Here, X is the smaller value, L is the greater value. What is the L value? 50 minus, what is the value of X? 10. So, 50 minus 10, 40. Shall we do one more example? X, C. What is the value of C? 100. X is the left of the C. So, we are subtracting the smaller value. 100 minus 10 is equal to 90. Here, 5 minus 1, 50 minus 10, 100 minus 10. Why? Because the smaller values are left side of the greater value. That is our rule 4. Is it understood? Now, we'll move to rule 5. The symbols V, L and D are never returned to the left of a symbol of greater value. That is, V, L and D are never subtracted. What is the rule 5? The symbols V, L and D are never returned to the left of a symbol of greater value. We never write these letters to the left side of the greater value. That is, V, L and D are never subtracted. Now, we are going to see the Roman numerals corresponding to some Indo-Arabic numerals. Now, I'll write 1. What is the Roman numeral of 1? I. 2. What we are going to write? I. Now, 3. I. There is a rules. These letters cannot be repeated more than 3 times. Up to 3 only we can make it. Now, 4. We are applying this rules 4. The smaller symbol should come on the left side of the greater symbol. So, there is no separate symbol for 4. So, we are subtracting from the greater symbol to smaller symbol. 5. There is already standard symbol is there for 5. Now, 6. V1. We are adding 5 plus 1, 6. What is 7? V1I. We are adding 2 ones with 5. So, it will become 7. 8. VII. That is 5 plus 1 plus 1, 8. Now, 9. Is there any symbol for 9? No. So, greater symbol to the left side we have to minus 1. So, 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. What is the symbol for 10? Is there? It is X. These you have to learn thoroughly and write in your CW. Now, I will teach you for 10. Already you know X. For 20, X. For 30, 3 times you can repeat the x. Now, what is for 40? The example I taught you. 50 minus 10, 40. What the letter for 50? L. Now 60, L, X. That is 50 plus 10, 60. What for 70? A, X, X. Here L value is 50 plus 10 plus 10, it will become 70. What for 80? L, X, X, X. Here X is repeated 3 times, we have to add it. Now 90. There is no definite numbers. So we are doing C is 100 minus 10, it's 90. What for 100? C. Children, 10, 1x, 20, xx, 30, x, 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 40, xl, 50, L, 60, LX, 70, LXX, 80, LXXX, 90, XC, 100, C. So, these are very important points to remember to write the Roman numerals. Please copy down all the rules from your textbook pages, and under that they are given examples also. Please copy down the example in your CW. Thank you.